Google Pixel 11 is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated Android phones of 2026. If you're wondering about the Google Pixel 11 release date, price, specs, camera, design, battery life, and whether you should wait, here's a deep, engaging look at everything the leaks and reports suggests. So, you can decide if this is the upgrade you've been waiting for. Start with the big picture. Google is expected to keep the familiar Pixel aesthetic while upgrading the brains and smarts of the phone in meaningful ways. The Pixel 11 is rumored to bring a next-gen Tensor G6 chip built on a 2nm process, deeper Gemini AI integration across Android 17, a new Titan M3 security chip, and potentially even a removable battery concept hinted at in a patent filing. Expect Google to double down on AI-first experiences while refining camera quality, efficiency, and day-to-day reliability. Let's talk timing. The Google Pixel 11 release date is widely expected to land in August 2026. Aligning with Google's newer summer cadence, in recent years, Pixel launches shifted from October to August, and most whispers suggest Google will stick to that schedule for another cycle. The Pixel 11 should arrive alongside a Pixel 11 Pro, a larger Pixel 11 Pro XL, and a foldable entry rumored as the Pixel 11 Pro Fold, creating a full lineup tailored to different power and form factor preferences. What about the price? Official numbers haven't leaked yet, but the Google Pixel 11 price will likely be similar to the Pixel 10's starting point of $799 in the US, with a chance of a modest bump due to rising component costs like RAM and storage. We've seen some brands hold prices steady, while others nudge them up. So don't be surprised if Google balances value with a small increase to cover newer silicon and sensors. The smart play is to factor in launch promotions. Google typically offers aggressive trade-ins, especially if you're upgrading from an older Pixel, and US carriers often run compelling deals. Expect Verizon to push near free offers with trade-ins or new lines. AT&T to deliver big credits on eligible devices and plans. And T-Mobile to float on us deals tied to new lines or select trade-ins. If you stack these right, a day one Pixel 11 could be far more affordable than the sticker suggests. Design-wise, the Pixel 11 is expected to iterate, not reinvent. Google's signature camera bar and clean lines should return, likely with subtle refinements and fresh colors rather than a radical overhaul. A leaked case for the Pixel 11 Pro XL hints at a slimmer camera bar, a tweak that could trickle down to the base model. Materials are expected to remain premium glass front and back, with an aluminum frame for that familiar in-hand feel. And while a complete design refresh usually happens every 2 to 3 years, as Google's Rick Osterloh has noted, 2026 looks more like an evolution than a reboot. One curveball, a patent suggests Google has explored a removable battery cell. Even if that doesn't ship in the base Pixel 11, it signals that Google is thinking about sustainability and serviceability in new ways. On the display front, rumors point to a comfortable 6.3-inch panel, again for the base Pixel 11, likely with ultra-high peak brightness at or around the Pixel 10's impressive 3000 nits for outdoor clarity. Expect a fast, smooth refresh experience and slightly slimmer bezels. If Google continues to refine the footprint, the goal is the same: crisp, color-accurate visuals you can see clearly in direct sun, great for content, maps, and camera framing. Cameras are where Pixel always makes waves, and the Google Pixel 11 camera is expected to follow the proven great sensors plus smarter AI formula. The rumored setup includes a 48MP main sensor with f1.7 OIS, quad PD, and laser autofocus, a 13MP ultra, a 10.8 MP5X telephoto, and a 10.5 MP selfie camera. While the raw hardware may not look radically different on paper from the Pixel 10, the real jump should come from Tensor G6 and Google's latest imaging models. Expect upgraded cinematic blur, stronger low-light performance, cleaner detail retention at zoom, and AI features that move beyond photos into video. Some chatter even suggests on-device AI video generation or advanced video effects, made possible by the 2nm G6 Think, smarter stabilization, real-time subject isolation, and more convincing background blur in motion. If you loved what the Pixel 10 accomplished, especially with its 5x telephoto parity with the Pro Line U, should see the Pixel 11 sharpen the edges. More consistent color across all three rear lenses, fewer artifacts in ultra-wide video, and better micro-contrast on textures like hair, foliage, and fabrics. The aim is reliability. Your photos look great at 0.5x, 1x, 3x, and 5x, day or night, without heavy-handed processing that smears fine details under the hood. The Google Pixel 11 specs are headlined by Tensor G6 at 2 nanometers, primed for efficiency and sustained performance. Expect snappier multitasking, more consistent thermals, under load, and on-device AI that feels instantaneous. Google is also expected to ship the Titan M3 security chip in evolution of the Titan. Hardware root of trust to protect sensitive data, manage encryption keys, and secure payments at the silicon level. Another big shift. The Pixel 11 is rumored to adopt a MediaTek 5G modem with dual 5G SIM, dual active support, enabling 2 lines with simultaneous data and smarter AI-assisted power management. That's a quiet quality-of-life upgrade that road warriors and international travelers will appreciate. RAM should remain generous at 12 GB for smooth app switching and AI workloads, while storage is a bigger open question and a real opportunity. With Apple having bumped base storage in its latest models, there's growing pressure for the Pixel 11 to start at 256 GB. Rumors are split, with some still expecting a 128 GB entry tier and others pointing to 256 GB as the new baseline, alongside a 512 GB option if you shoot a lot of 4K video, rely on offline AI features, or keep big media libraries. A 256 GB start would be the right move, and a strong value signal. Battery and charging should be reassuring if you're coming from older Pixels. The Pixel 11 is expected to house roughly a 5,000 mAh cell, building on the Pixel 10's 4,970 mAh performance. Key to magnetic charging support should carry over, making desk and car charging simpler and more secure with Snap 2 alignment. Wired charging is expected to stay around 30 W, while exact endurance numbers won't be known until